Welcome, Sagittarius. Welcome to Spiritual Tarot. I'm so glad you could be here with me today. We're going to go ahead and get an update on your energy, okay? So this can be a timeless reading, so whenever you come across it, of course, I'm recording it mid-August 2022, but, you know, Spirit and the universe has a way of guiding us to things that we need to hear at that moment. So if you come across this, like, next year, whatever, it's meant to be. So, like I said, it's a general read. It's for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So it's going to resonate differently in different ways for everybody. And, you know, some won't resonate at all. But we're going to go ahead and jump into the energy. We're going to see what your energy is, energy around somebody around you or a situation, as well as some advice and an outcome if you choose to take that advice. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this reading. Let's see what the best message is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. So first, we're going to see what your energy is. So we're going to pull a few cards. All right, let's see. What is the energy around Sagittarius, please, at this time? What does Sagittarius need to know? What is coming up for Sagittarius, please? Oh, we have the Lovers. So it could be a Gemini in your life. This also could be you're at a turning point where you have to make a choice, because this is all about choices, as well as it could be a romantic partner, someone you're connected to that's a harmonious relationship. So you could be focused on a relationship at this time or be having a choice to make. Or have a Gemini in your life. That's way too many, but the Ace of Pentacles did want to pop out on top. So this is a new beginning in the material world. So it could be with this choice, or as well as, like I said, a romantic partner. Like I said, it doesn't have to be. It could be a Gemini as well. So let's go ahead and see. We keep getting a bunch of cards. But we have the Eight of Swords. Somehow you're feeling a little trapped, though. Restricted in some way. I'm kind of getting for somebody out there that you might have a love interest that maybe you feel like you can't move forward with, you can't let them know or something. Maybe they're already in another relationship or something like that, or you're just afraid to make a move, kind of. So let's go ahead and see what else is coming up for your energy. Having a lot of cards fall out. I kind of feel like there's a lot of confusion, restriction, confusion on how to proceed in this beginning. So I kind of feel in a way for some of you here that it is around a love interest, but also it is like a choice you have to make. Maybe you're already in a relationship and you're not happy and you're interested in someone else as well. So let's go ahead and see what else is coming up. Okay. The Hierophant. Yeah, you're trying to take the high road, though. You're trying to weigh out, like, what's the ethical thing to do here. So yeah, I'm really getting this vibe of maybe you're already in a relationship, or maybe in the end of a relationship, but you still want to do the right thing here because there's somebody else coming in the picture, like a romantic, somebody that you're romantic about or want to pursue. And this is kind of like a wish fulfilled as well as some healing. So I feel like you're just coming out of a relationship, or you want to end a relationship, as well as there's one starting and you're trying to figure out, like, you know, maybe it's too soon. Maybe this other person's still in a relationship and you want to do the right thing. But there's something coming to a completion, and I feel like that's somebody's relationship, either whether it's yours ending or someone else's, and you're wanting to start something new. Sometimes with starting new relationships, you got to make sure with this, especially with the Star card here, is that everyone's healed, because you don't want to repeat the same pattern. Like if you have had some struggles through a relationship and you jump right into other relationships, that's why it's always hard to see people jump from relationship to relationship, because they're still carrying that baggage and they're not healed from that old relationship. Whether you know it or not, it's in your subconscious, right? So see, this is telling you to nurture yourself, take care of yourself, you know, this is self-care. Also trust your intuition here, all right? All right, so now we're going to go ahead and see about energy. Let's see what's on the bottom. Father of Pentacles. This is the King of Pentacles, which is somebody that's stable and grounded. So make sure you're balanced, grounded, stable, healed, and trust your intuition here with this situation, okay? So now we're going to go ahead and get energy of a person around you or a situation around you. So let's go ahead and get what's going on with that. lot of people want that instant gratification, and sometimes that doesn't work so good, right? So just be cautious with that. You know, make sure you're healed. Give it some time a little bit if you're ending a relationship. And then also too, in the real world, what seems to happen is if you're in a relationship and automatic you're jumping into another one, a lot of times people think it could be cheating going on, or so you left that person for that person, so you don't want that, you know, mixture of that situation as well. So, and the biggest thing is, you know, getting yourself healed, allowing some time to both of you to heal. This person, you. All right, let's see what else is coming up. So we have the Seven of Pentacles, but it's reversed. Seven of Pentacles is all about our harvest, what we're like planning on in the future. So it's kind of like you're not putting too much thought in the far future. You're kind of in the more present moment with this all going on. That's understandable. So there's some like no planning for the future, which is good to be in the present, but we also have to think about the consequences. So I kind of feel like this is the consequences. Weighing out those consequences. What if I do leave this person and jump into another relationship, or they're still in a relationship and I pursue them? Whatever the situation is for you, it's going to be different for everyone. But I feel like this is like weighing out those consequences of what could happen, or the lack of, honestly. So let's go ahead and see. Yeah, let's see what else is coming up for the situation of this person. So for this, being in that situation or person, I feel like they are weighing out the consequences of the situation. If you have made an offer toward them, or if they have feelings for you, they're kind of weighing out the options. Like, you know, maybe I should stay in this relationship because I have kids, or my financial obligations or whatever. So they are weighing out the consequences. We have Four of Cups on the bottom. Yeah, and they're not taking the bait, or they're not making any effort towards you. So that could be why you are kind of contemplating trying to make a choice. I feel like you might know that they have an interest in you, but they're not showing it, like they're not pursuing it. So that could be me leaving you a little hesitant of what's going on. But I do feel like they are weighing out the options and seeing what the consequences could be, you know, what would be best. All right, let's see what else. Okay, so we have the Chariot, which could be a Cancer energy. This is that willpower, determination, motivation. So with this person having this willpower, I feel like they are trying to make an effort to stay in it. And for some reason, I'm feeling a child involved. And that might be it, you know, because, you know, if you break up with the parent, there could be some financial obligations. It could be just wanting to be in the child's life, something like that. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is a very slow, methodical movement forward. So I think there might be a little progress of you finding an answer, but I feel like it's very slow and it can be very frustrating. And yeah, it's not making you happy because we have the Ten of Cups reversed. So yeah, this situation is not making you happy. So some of you almost might be in like a third party situation where you're the third person. They're still in a relationship. They might say it's over, but they're still showing that they're hanging with that person. It might be because of the child in their life and it's not moving forward like you'd like. So that could be why your conscious is coming in a little bit. So I kind of almost feel with the world in your position that you're kind of wanting this over with. You're kind of almost like maybe an ultimatum, like, do you want to do this? Or if not, I got to move forward. So I really feel like a heavy contemplation here of what's next. You know, like kind of, I don't know if you guys have ever heard that saying. You might be too young. It's, excuse my language, but it's shit or get off the pot. It's like, hurry up, make a choice. Let's get going. So, all right. I remember that from a long time ago. Like older people used to say that, or I've heard it anyway. I don't know if you guys have. Depends on where you're It's kind of like throwing the bathroom with the toilet forever and then not getting off. Like, hurry up, get off, let's go. Yeah, look, it's a burden now. It's becoming a burden. This person, this is their energy or the situation. It's this whole situation, or to this person, this is becoming a burden. I feel like they can't like make up their mind. They're torn. But let's go ahead and get a couple more energies for them. And I do feel like there's maybe a child or a responsibility involved here. Yeah, okay. So they have Seven of Swords, but it's reversed. So usually that's like sneaky deception energy. So I don't feel that they're being dishonest or intending to be dishonest. It's just they are just kind of confused. They feel responsible for some situation here. They feel an obligation, loyalty, but it might be coming off to you as sneaky, deceptive. And honestly, sometimes when there are third parties, a lot of times when there's third parties, there is deception involved. But I do feel like they're not happy in the relationship. Ten of Cups reversed. But there's some kind of obligation, which a lot of people end up doing. They stay in a situation just because of the financial, it's easier financially because you have two incomes, you already have a house, you have a family, whatever, or like the kids, like I said. So there's some kind of that. But I don't see them being happy in this situation. It's just more of a responsibility and a loyalty. And like I said, it might come off more to you as like trickery or deception or manipulation, but I don't feel their intent is that. It's just that they are loyal to that situation and feel responsible. And like I said, I feel like a lot of them have children, maybe young children or a child that they are really sticking in there and hanging in with, like putting the child first, which which is honorable, right? Definitely. But see, sometimes that if there's a bad situation where you're not happy, that can affect the child too. So it's a hard choice. It really is. Let's get another card for them. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I really feel like right now they are really focused on their current situation and kind of like backing off from you a little bit because they're not juggling anything. They're kind of just like, so I feel like that might be why you're like really thinking of ending it, because maybe it was a really good at one point. You guys were really meshing, getting along. You were getting closer, but now they've backed off and they're kind of focused on this. All right, so let's see what's on the bottom. Yeah. Death and rebirth. So it looks like they might be trying to distance themselves and closing things off, starting a new cycle here. Let's go ahead and get the advice, okay? Let's get some advice. What is that? It's like candle wax or something. Okay, let's see what's coming up for the advice. Oops, almost. Advice. King of Cups. Keep your emotions under control. Don't go attack this person emotionally because you're feeling frustrated. The King of Cups is somebody that masters their emotions. So make sure you think before you react. So that's what the King of Cups is all about. See how peaceful he is? He's not letting the external affect him. He's got his emotions under control, because sometimes we do and then we regret it later. We'll go over there and just go off on somebody because they hurt us or we're feeling a lack of something. So just be careful and keep your emotions under control. And stay balanced. Keep your balance, because look, it could make you off balance a little bit here. So let's see what else is coming up with the advice. And that Temperance card was your energy too. And with it being reversed, it's like you are off balance a little bit. You're not feeling like yourself. And things that are emotional, anything to do with relationships and feelings can make us off balance, right? So just make sure you get yourself balanced before you react or confront this person or anything. Let's see what else. We have the Hangman. Yeah, you need to see things in a different perspective. It's kind of off right now. It's just because your emotions are involved. So that's why this King of Cups is coming out. It's saying to get your emotions under control, ground things. Don't take things personally. That's kind of that person trying to figure things out. Which, like I said, it is understandable. Sometimes you're not happy in a situation, but you have responsibilities. So, Page of Wands, this is, starting a beginning of something that you're creative about. Get your mind occupied on something else. as well as, maybe connect spiritually to get that wisdom, the peace of mind, things like that. Because a lot of times too, when we're in a situation with a romantic partner or someone we're interested in, if we lose our grounding in our emotions and we react, we are always considered the crazy bee, bitch, whatever, right? Or so just be careful, because then somehow it gets turned back on you, and you want to stay like you are in control, So make sure you do master your emotions. Start getting that balance back where you feel like yourself again, because it looks like I said, with that temperance reverse, that you might be not feeling quite yourself, letting your emotions and, feelings get the best of you, which it is hard. I understand that, but maybe connect spiritually or, do some self-care, something like that. Let's see what else advice is coming up. The wheel, yeah. See, this is going to play out the way it's supposed to play out. We can only do so much, so it's kind of going with the flow. This also could be a karmic lesson with this wheel, too. It could be a karmic lesson to see, like, maybe you've had something similar happen in the past or in a past life. Excuse me. And we're trying to see if you've learned the lesson from it, whether you're going to react the same way you did in the past, or if you're going to take the lessons from before and handle it more of in a higher vibration, a more controlled emotionally way, something like that. Yeah, look at this. We have Ace of Cups reversed. Yeah, make sure you don't take it personally and know what your worth is, okay? Because this is all about unconditional love, especially love of self. So make sure your cup is filled first. And we can't expect someone else to fill our cup. It has to come from within, okay? So just be careful with that, all right? Let's see what else is coming up for the advice. We'll get a couple more. There's one. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, see, she's grounded. She's stable. She looks at peace, going with the flow. Just throw yourself into your work, your creative hobbies, take care of yourself, hang out with friends, things like that. Distraction. A good distraction. I'm not saying don't heal. Of course, we have to deal with it, but do it in a very emotional, balanced, stable, grounded way, okay? And just realize, we really have no control over anything except how we react to things, right? Yeah. And see, yeah, this disappointment will fall away. This is emotional disappointment. Don't let yourself be too emotionally disappointed. I mean, yes, it is, but find something in the meaning of it, the lesson. Because if you throw yourself into disappointments or that darkness, it can affect your emotions. It can make you feel like crap, so you don't want to be like that. So throw yourself into some other things that make you happy, self-care, things like that. Okay, and if you should follow this advice, let's see what the outcome's going to be. Okay, see what this outcome's going to be if you follow the advice. We all have free will and choice, so you can take this advice or not. This is advice from the universe and spirit. So if you are to take the advice, let's see what comes up. What's the outcome? Okay, so we have one there. The Six of Coins. See, things will be balanced. That's like that yin-yang energy. So things will be balanced. There's, there's two sides to every story. So this is like, just kind of going with that flow and letting things be what they are. Giving and receiving, it's just that balanced energy, okay? And that's what we want. And temperance is definitely about being balanced, and that's your card. So let's see what else is coming up for the advice. The outcome. Let's see. Four of Cups. Yeah, this is kind of like not accepting things. So make sure you do stay open to the universe to bring in new things. Don't close yourself off. As well as, maybe you do need to set some healthy boundaries. If this person is coming to you, maybe even if it's just for like friends with benefits thing, and you're like wanting more, but they're not leaving their spouse or their other person, you might have to set some healthy boundaries and say, hey, listen, nah, I'm not doing that anymore. It's either, you break it off with this other person. You're not saying to break it off from the kid. You still can have responsibilities, but their choice affects you. So you have to make sure you set yourself healthy boundaries and to have that self-respect for yourself as well. So let's see what else. So with this being the outcome, I think if you follow this advice, you're going to have that balance. You're going to have healthy boundaries. You're going to have that self-respect. Demand that self-respect. And 8 of Coins. Yeah, learning the lesson from the situation, working on yourself, working on your own skills, right? Working towards your own abundance, throwing yourself into your creativity and work. So not preoccupied by this person or this situation, not letting it control you. Yeah, and look at that. Illuminating, shining your light, having happiness. So this will be like one less burden on you and you will feel better. Yeah, 2 of Swords. Okay. So this is kind of like turning a blind eye almost, like, not focusing on that. With it being in the outcome, this is like, if you do start doing your own thing, you're not so focused on them anymore, what they're doing, how they're reacting to you, what their choice is. So you're kind of like, usually the 2 of Swords is not seeing something, not seeing the truth. But this is like, kind of staying away from the drama or the chaos. You're not like over there like, what are they doing? Are they calling me? What's going on? Are they leaving the person? You're just kind of like focused on your own thing and you let them do them kind of energy. And then on the bottom, we have the 3 of Cups. Yeah, you're out there celebrating, having fun with your friends and family, the people that do support you, the people that make you feel good. So yeah, that's what you'd be doing. Focused on other things. Not too much what this other person's doing and what choice they're making and taking it all personally. The Chariot, moving forward. Again, doing your own thing, moving toward your manifestation. That could be a Cancer card as well. Yep, and then look, you got the World again. Finally, completion. You had that before in the beginning. So I really feel like right now you are contemplating whether to end this if this person doesn't make a choice, or accepting their choice. And then if you take that outcome and get yourself grounded, balanced, take care of yourself, stop focusing on them, get your emotions mastered. See, it comes to a completion. And if they do decide, it's not saying it's the end of the world, or you might find someone better. Whatever the situation is, it looks like that's what's going on with you right now. So thanks so much for watching me, Sagittarius. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. Take care.